Greg Weisman, the creator of Disney's Gargoyles, has big plans. The moment for the Gargoyles to awaken is approaching as night falls. Dynamite Entertainment has secured the rights to revive the series as a completely new run of books. Yes, this has been confirmed. In this video, we'll talk about this collaboration between Greg Weisman and Dynamite Entertainment and what it means for Gargoyles. Let's get right into it. First up, let's look at the announcement. Greg Weisman, the creator of Gargoyles, disclosed that he's working on revitalizing the franchise with a new comic series following the release of a board game and several NECA toys. Weisman tweeted over the weekend that he's creating a Gargoyles comic for Dynamite Comics and Disney and currently working on issue number 1, which left us a little giddy with excitement. According to the press announcement, Weisman's been officially hired by Dynamite Entertainment to write and direct the new stories that'll appear in comic books and graphic novels. But wait, there's more. Weisman also tweeted that Dynamite will be reissuing older Gargoyles comic books in the fourth quarter of 2022, along with new stories. This animated series from the 1990s was about actual stone gargoyles that come to life at night and defend New York City. There were 3 seasons of Gargoyles, and fans continue to this day to yearn for more. The wait is now over, though. Next up, Dynamite breathes new life into Gargoyles. Amazing, talented artists are coming together to make it happen. We already know Weisman is the author, and George Kambadais will be working on the art, and Jeff Eckleberry is in charge of the lettering. We're expecting something extraordinary. We can't really make up our mind about whether it's sad or not, but the 3rd season of the animated series will not be referenced in the comic book. It'll begin off where season 2 left off. There are currently no plot details available, but there are 6 comic book covers for the new series, each of which was made by super talented artists. Moreover, fans will be reunited with some of their favorite characters in the first teaser for the series, including Goliath, Demona, Angela, Elisa, and Bronx. As a great starting place for those who are new to the franchise, this brilliant series will also introduce fans to a few new characters. The good thing about all this is that the original tales will be true to the original plot lines, acting as a new season for fans to enjoy while also being very approachable for anyone who has never dived down this rabbit hole. It's a win-win. Coming up, look at what the creators have to say. Weisman expressed his excitement and said he can't express how happy he is to be writing Gargoyle stories once more for both the old loyal readers and new readers. For him, exploring a realm that's home to Goliath, the entire Manhattan clan, all of their allies, and all of their adversaries is just a thrill. We hear you, Weisman. He also said that having the chance to revisit these characters is awesome since he's been wanting to do so for a while. Kambadais excitedly said that every Saturday and Sunday morning, he still recalls waking up excited and even anxious to see the upcoming episodes, and he simply adored them. The other members of the clan were so much fun, and Goliath was the coolest guy ever, he added. Gargoyles has significantly influenced Nate Cosby. He said that it's amazing that he gets to work with the creator of these characters and gets to co-write new tales about the characters he adores. Maintaining Greg's vision of this world is a responsibility and an honor that Cosby takes seriously. He highlighted that the surprises Greg, George, and Jeff have in store for both new readers and devoted followers will make them ecstatic. We're looking forward to it. Now, let's look at what fans think about Gargoyles. Gargoyles is one of a series that everyone adored, and we're hoping it stays this way. No one we've ever spoken to about the show ever said, "Oh yeah, I like Gargoyles." Instead, it was always, "I love Gargoyles," and honestly, for valid reasons. The series has a fantastic premise. Guardian Gargoyles, duh, and incredibly fascinating characters. Let's not forget the exciting antagonists. That's basically the folks trying to destroy the Gargoyles. But why do the fans love it? It's Elisa Maza. Elisa, a Manhattan investigator who develops a strong bond with the show's namesake Gargoyles, is voiced by Sally Richardson. In a time when action cartoons never really cared about women's representation, Elisa's compelling character left a mark. On top of that, Sally Richardson, the actor who plays Elisa, is also mixed race, and it makes the character's backstory more intriguing. Now, we're not sure if the showrunners did this on purpose, but hiring a mixed-race performer to voice a character of color was far ahead of its time. Because of Elisa's conflicting thoughts, allegiance to her new Gargoyle family, her responsibilities as a detective, and her bond with her birth family, Elisa becomes a more complex character. It's sad how frequently we observe people of color or non-white characters only being used as a prop, but not Elisa Maza. She was a badass right from the beginning, and it only got better from there. We're really excited about how things are going to pan out further. Lastly, here's what you need to know about Dynamite Entertainment. The Boys, Red Sonja, A Game of Thrones, and other top-selling comic book titles and properties are all produced by Dynamite, a company founded in 2004. Over 3,000 characters characters, including those from Harris Comics and Chaos Comics franchises such as Vampirella, Evil Ernie, and Smiley the Psychotic Button, are among the numerous properties that Dynamite owns and controls. Dynamite collaborates with some of the most well-known creators in comics and entertainment, including Gail Simone, Christopher Priest, Leah Moore, and a host of other up-and-coming fresh talents, in addition to their critically acclaimed titles and best-selling publications. Numerous Dynamite publications like Project Superpowers by Jim Krueger and Alex Ross have debuted in the top 10 rankings compiled by Diamond Comics Distributor. That's huge. Dynamite's also consistently listed among the top comic book publishers. Diamond presented the company with a GEM award in 2005 for Best New Publisher, followed by further GEMs in 2006 and 2011 for Comic Publisher of the Year. Several industry awards, such as the esteemed Harvey and Eisner Awards, nominated Dynamite, and of course, they won. And in other news, first up, the 1995 Gargoyles games getting a remaster. Since Disney had a large event last week, what we were excited to hear was the great news of the remastering of the vintage platformer Gargoyles. Gargoyles, a 1995 Genesis game based on the same named animated series, was well known not only for its platforming action, but also for how gorgeous it was, much like many other Disney games of the period. This is the epitome of mid-90s Sega Genesis in every way. The animation is fantastic too. It's simply breathtaking. Despite having a similar history to Gargoyles, this licensed adaptation hasn't ever been as well remembered, even though it was a great game. Maybe that'll soon change, because a press release from Disney revealed that Empty Clip Studios and Disney are working together to bring the iconic platformer from the 1990s to contemporary consoles and PC with enhanced graphics and controls, which is so cool. Up next, Gargoyles variant perfectly homages Maguire's Justice League cover. For the upcoming Disney Gargoyles series from Dynamite Entertainment, George Kambadais has drawn a stunning variant cover that flawlessly pays homage to Kevin Maguire's legendary Justice League #1 cover. The Kambadais shared the variation on Twitter with the caption, "Just unveiled my Gargoyles variant cover. On sale from December 7th. Greg Weisman, the one and only, with my artwork," clearly influenced by Maguire's album covers. The illustration depicts the Gargoyles standing like DC superheroes, including Guy Gardner, Billy Batson, Batman, and others on Maguire's 1987 cover. It looks brilliant. We're super excited about how everything will pan out. Lastly, NECA reveals surprise Coldstone figure from Gargoyles. A new figure of Coldstone, a beloved character from the Gargoyles animated series from the 1990s, will soon be released. This figure will capture the splendor of both his mechanical and stone sides. Coldstone's newest plastic likeness was unveiled on the cover of Toy Collector magazine, a forthcoming bi-monthly print journal that will debut in September. However, further information about the Coldstone figure is probably going to be made public when the first issue of Toy Collector is published in September. Other outstanding Gargoyles figurines, such as the most recent Brooklyn, Goliath, and Demona releases, were manufactured by NECA. NECA is the most recent manufacturer to acquire the Gargoyles toy line. However, Kenner created several figures when the program was still airing. Here's some good news for you. A one-year $69 subscription to the magazine makes it possible to pre-order the first issue, which promises a thorough examination of the history of Darkspawn toys, encompassing both Kenner and NECA's respective lines. That's it, folks. What did you think of the Gargoyles? Is it something that spikes your interest? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.